Police wanna see some more?
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills, we're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he'll get it up to the 44. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Gun. 11.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Gotta go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
12.
Trying for it with Burrow. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And they take him down right along the 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. Another carry for Robinson. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now Milton to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he lost the football. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Again, it's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Completes this one to Chase. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense in the hurry up here.
11, 11, 11.
They kick the running back in motion. They connect for the 1st. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Austin's there to haul it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's 2nd down.
On 1, ready? Here we go. Stop.
He'll throw it yet again. Completed over the middle. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
11, Thomas. Let's get set. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
11, MT, Kate. Stop.
This is Cook. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Burrow setting up the play action. Finds a man right side. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go.
Now a give to Cook, running left. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow back to throw. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No.
Here we go.
I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Offense up to the line fast.
11, Thomas. 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. Dot.
4th down, Burrow. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
Dot.
They'll try and punch it in. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, they still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Gun, gun. Dot, dot.
Play action now, Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Escapes the pocket. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Ty Chandler to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19, mighty.
Throwing now, Milton. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
2nd and 10 now. He puts everything behind this one. That's complete inside the 35. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Milton back to throw. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler, gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Getting out to his left. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Falcons in a spot to potentially go for it here. Plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Has this at the 6. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And Atlanta will return it for a touchdown. The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons push their lead to 18. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Running back sent in motion. 1st down, Burrow to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Has some daylight through the 40. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
Has him running the comeback. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Here we go.
They kick the running back in motion. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
On 2, ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Gun. Dot.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Complete out to the right side. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
On 1, ready?
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
11 MT.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Dot.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's throwing deep to the left side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Trying for it with Burrow. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals chop some of the lead off before the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. To throw, Milton. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to throw it. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner he took matters in his own hands.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They send a tight end in motion.
Hey, smash. Check go.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Go. Trap 60. Go.
Here's Milton. Throw left side, complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Staying with Robinson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
First down, Falcons.
It is cut left side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go now. Street.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
On first down, here's Burrow. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. So second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
11 mighty. Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. To throw again, it's Burrow. Pass complete, screenplay. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs.
Go.
First and 10, around to Robinson. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seen him get beat there and forced to take it out of bounds near the line? Well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
Now we're on with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Milton. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Has this at the 6. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return.
On 1, ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Gun.
They'll run it with Cook. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. A.J. Terrell making that stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Another one for Cook. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
11 mighty. 11.
Now run by Cook. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
Now it's Cook. Has a lane inside the 35. And he's down all the way to the 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's get set. Dot.
Another try following the sack. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Desperation time here on 4th. He lobs it up, left sideline. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Jacorian Bennett has it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Go!
They put a receiver in motion right. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. It's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Mustang 19. Viking 18.
Fights up a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets 4th down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on down.
1, ready?
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Dot.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Dump off caught by his back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here.
12.
It's 2nd and 8.
Running back sent in motion.
Dot.
2nd and 8. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. You want to know how strong the coverage coverage was there. Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He gets popped quickly. Not a nice feeling or a nice return.
At their own 13-yard line.
I'm fine, ready?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. That.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Hey, we gotta go score. Let's go.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. That.
Trying again following the sack. This one taken in by Chase. Space past the 35. Still fighting forward. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals putting up points in a game decided. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals take 7 points off the deficit.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Bengals have it as he reports his 7th interception of the season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
11.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go, here we go. Thomas.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals will trail by 25. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Falcons cover up the kick. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
You only get so many chances to make this type of play for your team. Boy, you'd love to see him come through there.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go now.
They're going play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Throwing now, Milton. He connects downfield on 4th. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's Robinson. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go!
And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from Cincinnati.